Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So yes, Module 28 will bring a new rank to enchantments. You'll be able to upgrade them to Celestial. Clicking Refine, you can see the upgrade cost, and ultimately you will go from 1500 item level to 1800 item level, and the ratings will increase to match that. Additionally, your combat enchantment will also be able to be upgraded to that Celestial, giving now 6000 item level versus just 5000 on Mythic. The cost is the same across all enchantment upgrades, but there is one important thing to note which I find very problematic, especially if you want to play multiple characters. So first of all, the upgrade requirement. Well, the enchantment has to be bound. If it's unbound, like you can move it between characters, you can sell it, you cannot upgrade it. Impossible. I'm not sure why they're doing this. You can see you only get the option when the enchantment is character bound. And the enchantment will be bound when you've gone and exchanged the enchantment via the enchantment unlock here, where you go and you convert it so that you have account-wide enchantments. For example, we would go here, we would trade in our mythic wildcard enchantment. Now the enchantment's gone from our inventory, but we can go back there and now we can actually claim that one, but it becomes bound to character. You can no longer sell it, but you get it then on all of your characters without needing to continually say move it via the shared bank. So what this means is you will have to bind your enchantments in order to upgrade them. However, this could be a bug and still a work in progress and not intended. But I'm inclined to think it is intended. And why? Because they want to have you binding your enchantments. They want to take them out of the economy. They don't want people, say, buying celestial enchantments off each other. On top of that, you take all the value away from the item. You don't have it going back into the game, and it's basically sunk costs. Do I agree with that? No. I think you should be able to upgrade them when they're unbound and then do what you wish with them, transfer them between characters. The alternative that I would be okay with is that if you upgrade this bound enchantment, that it allows you to then go and claim that upgraded enchantment on all characters in the bound version. So here we will upgrade it, and now we have that Celestial Garnet. So we'll click finish there, and now we have the new enchantment bound to character at Celestial rank. You can equip it right here. Now if we do go to our claims valuables, check our enchantment exchange, you can see there's no option to say trade in that Celestial enchantment and no way to claim it. I will switch character just to confirm, because in my opinion it should allow me to claim said Celestial enchantment on all characters. Otherwise, you're looking at a ridiculously high cost of needing to upgrade all those enchantments on every single character. If I look through here, yes, there's no way to claim the Celestial enchantment. Maybe they will adjust this later on the road before this launches, and I seriously hope so. If you upgrade a bound enchantment, it should allow you to claim that enchantment on all characters. Otherwise, you're looking at a ridiculously high cost if you want to play multiple characters. So in order to upgrade these enchantments, each upgrade, no matter the enchantment type, is going to cost you 400,000 refinement points, 6 glyphs of potencies, and 20 gold. And then of course a coalescent mote. Unless you have a lot of spare, say, preservation wards, you can get away with using those, but you will have to use an absolute ton of them, and you will still have to use a mote. You could use a green one for 1%, or you could use a blue for 2%, or purple for 5%, or legendary for 10%. Those are viable, but generally they are very scarce, as they only drop from dungeons. So in most cases, people will just use coalescent motes, as that's the easiest way, giving you a 100% upgrade chance. You don't have to worry about losing items and protecting them, because if you protect everything, you will lose a preservation ward on each of the 3 slots. So 3 preservation wards per attempt, which is ridiculously high, and I still think with preservation wards it should be changed that it will only consume 1 preservation ward per upgrade attempt. But regardless, that's how they have their system. So there is a big problem with this. So if we look at the cost of, say, upgrading an enchantment, we can see it is again 400,000 refinement points, 6 glyphs of potencies, 20 gold, and 1 coalescent mote. And then to kit out a full character, you can see you have to do 12 upgrades for 4 offensive, 4 defense, 1 utility, 1 combat, 1 bonus, and 1 companion enchantment. That's 12 upgrades of all of these items. That results in this cost: 4.8 million refinement points, 72 glyphs of potencies, 240 gold, 12 coalescent motes, at a cost of over 11.5 million at around the average PC prices. Coalescent motes put at about 750,000. Glyphs at the cheapest at 30,000. Gold and refinement points is generally pretty cheap, especially these days. So that's not too bad when you look at just one character. And I think that's fair. That's a reasonable upgrade cost for upgrading your character to the new maximum with this new rank of enchantment. That's fine. The problem I have is when they go and make it so that you have to do this upgrade on every single character you want to play. So you will multiply all these costs by the amount of characters you want to be playing. If I want to play 10 characters, you're looking at, yes, 115 million astral diamonds. That's a bit insane, when in my opinion it should just be you upgrade a full set and you should be able to claim that full set on all characters. The binding, I'm okay with, as long as you can do that, claiming on all characters. So, in my opinion, there's a big problem with that. And yes, combat enchantments will be getting upgraded, their effectiveness going up, increasing their effects, like the flash freeze here. If I want to do the lightning flash, I will again have to go and trade in, say, my lightning flash to be able to then have it on all characters. I already have one traded in, so only if it's character bound can I upgrade it. You get the refinement option there. If it's not bound, I cannot upgrade it. So you're going to have to trade them in. And then we use the moat and we upgrade it. And it gets pretty powerful, this lightning flash. It's a bit crazy. People are already complaining how overpowered this is compared to the other enchantments, making the other ones kind of irrelevant. But you can see it would give you that 12% increase to damage, but it's going to give you a whopping 11% to accuracy and 11% to crit strike when you add up those stacks. Well, okay, 10.8%. But that's still a big increase from the 7.5%. So we're getting even more stats. It's not like the stat caps are going up. They'll still be at 90%. And otherwise, let's upgrade the wild card here as well. And we can see this goes up to 1.2% damage increase per target. So it would still only be a measly 6% damage buff. I think this should be 10% or more, making it actually useful in multi-target versus, say, the lightning flash. But that aside, yes, there is a problem with this. And that problem lies within when you want to have multiple characters. So for example, I want to play all classes. I want to max out all the classes. I would need 108 enchantments upgraded. That's kind of ridiculous. Rather than just the 12 you would normally have on one character, because I need to upgrade 12 on every single character, because there's no option to have the new enchantments as account wide. This will result in, yes, a cost of over 100 million astral diamonds if you want to have 9 characters maxed out. And that is something I have been striving towards recently, trying to get all of the classes near enough maxed out with good gear, with all their items, companions, mounts, etc. And the one thing that you usually don't have to worry about is insignias. You trade them between characters, and enchantments. You can also trade them between characters or have them as just account wide with that feature. Now what they're going to do is force you to have them account wide, but also force you to upgrade them on every single character. which is ridiculous. Again, I seriously hope this is a bug and they will go and adjust it and fix it so that when I do upgrade a bound enchantment here that I have made account wide, I should be able to go and claim that Celestial Enchantment on all of my alternate characters. Otherwise, this is quite ridiculous. I covered in my upgrade guide of how much it would cost you, say, to get a character maxed out, and 100 million is about as much as it costs to get your character maxed out, excluding mythic colors. So this is quite ridiculous that you're going to require us to upgrade them on every single character. This is very anti-multi-character playing move. Who would want to play multiple characters if you have to spend this ridiculous cost on that? Again, I'm on another character here, same account, and there's no way to claim the Celestial Enchantments. I would have to go and upgrade them again here in order to have them on their max rank, which again I find quite ridiculous. Ultimately, it's not going to really be something you want to miss out on in endgame, because getting all the new enchantments is going to give you a 4,000 item level increase. You can see it's going to be 300 item level per enchantment and 1,000 item level for the combat enchantment. That's not a small difference, 4,000 item level. Not really something you'll want to miss out on, especially when we're getting closer and closer to actually requiring that item level in order to get into new content, because the new dungeon is going to require us to be at like 95,000 item level. With all the best in stock bonuses on good gear and things, we're already struggling to get to 95,000 item level. So yes, confirmed, a new rank of enchantments is coming. Hopefully it gets fixed so that when you do upgrade a bound one, it will go and provide that as account wide unlock for your account. I do not believe it should be limited to just one character, requiring you to upgrade it on every single character. That just ends up in a ridiculous price of over 100 million needed. They went and made mythic colors easier to upgrade, and then they do this. Alright then. I disagree, and again, I think it's fine that they require them to be bound and that the cost would be around 12 million, but those enchantments should be account wide. And for the love of, add in the option to have account wide insignias too, please. I'll happily bind them in order to have them on every single character. As long as, of course, you don't do the exact same move as you're doing here, because that's really ridiculous. Too much of a price tag for the average player who wants to play more than one character. Once again, a massive thank you to all of these channel members for their added support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.